So,
Yo.
last time round, does someone want to do a little
Slovak,
bit
are
of
you
a...
talking?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. Because your thing was lighting up and I couldn't hear, so I was like, is that me?
Does someone
You
want to
good.
do a little bit of a recap of what happened during your last mission?
It has been a hot minute.
I mean, we found this hidden lab. We killed everyone in it. We got the data. We looted whatever we could, and we ran.
Okay, that's fairly efficiently recapped. Yeah, so, as you start this session, it's been a little while. The date is now the 7th of June, and basically what happened there was during these last few weeks there, or last week actually, a number of different teams have been assigned to do different things. SG1 through to SG30 have been basically securing and making sure that allies and already known addresses are supported in case that any of them get attacked. Been making sure that they haven't fallen already for any places that haven't been contacted for a long time. SG 31 through 40 have been tasked with basically first trying to find more information about the Neo-Terracoi. 41 through 50, which all of you are, have been basically going about ordinary business, according to what SG teams normally do. The reason they've put you in that category isn't so much because they don't want you to follow up on the information that you've gathered. It's just at the moment where they think those teams would be better suited are to explore, meet new cultures, that sort of thing. And then because you've been at the forefront of this, if one of the teams, SG, between 31 and 40, discover a lead for you to follow, it is likely they'll have you go along with them because you have the most knowledge of the Neo-Terracoi at this stage. But they don't want you to get essentially overwhelmed with following false leads, which is why they have the others following it up first. So the way we're beginning this session is basically you've been called in to join SG-43, who are currently on a planet being led by Captain Charlie, who is a Tok'ra. Those of you who might know of him can give me a warfare check. Or we can skip that bit.
Let's see. What's the warfare check?
It'd be average difficulty.
All right, which one is it listed under?
Knowledge?
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you're aware of Charlie. You know that he was a genetically engineered human whose life was saved by blending with a Tok'ra.
Okay.
He was made basically as an envoy communication tool by a race that ordinarily couldn't interact with humans. Um, anyway, Charlie is currently. He was involved in an exploration mission, and his team specializes in first contact. And the planet that they've arrived on after meeting the people and talking to them, they've discovered a few references, not to the Neo-Terracoi, but to references to, well, I mean, it is to the Neo-Terracoi, but not in a direct sense. There are references to some of the various Greek gods like Hades, Pelops,
You're cutting out
Ares.
a little bit.
Sorry. Yeah, so all, on some of the artifacts, some of the statues in this village that they've found on this particular planet that they've visited, they've seen references to classical Greek gods like Hades, Pelops, Ares, um, and because there are references to three of them, who Ares wasn't part of the Neo-Terracoi, with Deimos, his son, being part of it. They've contacted the SGC and said it's probably a good place to check out. So you were being sent to meet SG-43 and make contact with the locals there in order to determine both what they know, but also explore any artifacts or anything else that might lead you to the Neo-Terracoi or any facility that they might have.
Okay. Meet. Find clues to find Neo Terracoi.
Okay. Yeah, so on this particular mission, you've been informed that Lilith is going to back up another team initially, but might meet up with you later. And Steve is being asked to rejoin his hive for now. So he is also not around currently. Um, so we'll, unless there's any questions you'd like to ask the officer who's currently debriefing you, um, who is Major Ward again. Then we can go straight to the planet. But if you've got questions, now would be the time to ask them.
I probably do. My character that wouldn't ask them though.
Okay. So would you like to go straight to the planet then, or?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah, so as you step through the gate, just drop your token there. Basically, you're met by Captain Charlie and his team, uh, who welcomes you to the planet. Now, welcome. I will take you to the village of Lemnos and introduce you to their leader. I think you'll find it rather fascinating. Is there anything that you would like to discuss with me before we arrive?
Onyx is silent.
Okay. Oh, and
And you've lost that row.
okay.
Race.
So in the moment here, before they go to the village, I'm assuming somewhere around there is where they'll meet up with new people.
Mm.
Yeah. So Charlie here says, before we head to the village, I'd like you to know that there are references to things that somewhat surprise me, but given my origin, it makes sense. Uh, References to things such as Jason, Heracles, Theseus, Perseus, Medusa, Gorgons, Minotaurs, Chimera, and it sounds like more than just mythology to these people.
Probably have to repeat all that now.
There we go.
Okay. So, with that information, if you want to ask them about any of these mythological creatures that they seem to believe exist, it would probably be a good idea to get our stories to sort of understand the direction that we're going to be questioning them on. Whether it's going to be more of a friendly tone or more of a inquisitive uh, interrogation. Yes, I know it's hard to believe that minotaurs and chimeras and medusas and all of that might exist, but the references here
I
they're
exist. Why would be it so surprising?
well, they don't seem like real figures to most people.
Robots are not real to most people anyway. The my kind of robots. There's no difference, is there?
I'm sure the tales have been exaggerated, just like how the Goa'uld were gods. They exist, but reality is weird.
Very well. If you're ready to follow me, I will lead you to the village.
Let's go.
So he leads you down the path. It's a little bit of a journey. Takes a good half an hour to walk it. But you arrive at this village gate to the east side of the town. It is walled, um, and as you arrive, he says, "Welcome to Lemnos." I would suggest taking a look around. I will show you to their local village leader and some of the artifacts that their statues and various things. Uh, so yeah, so he leads you through the town a little bit, and you reach to um, the north side of the town, where there is like a little courtyard there, and up there is the town hall. There is the barracks for the military. There's a few statues around as well. And in the center of the courtyard near the north side, there is a large statue with a plaque written in derivative of ancient Greek, which we've already determined from a few sessions ago Zhao Shen can speak. And it reads commemorating the heroes who protected our city. And the statue itself is of a large, muscular individual holding a head with snakes for hair.
A Medusa.
As you look around the base of this statue, you also see what could only be described as Goa'uld glyphs representing a number of different Goa'uld. So you see the symbol for Ares, you see the symbol of Hades, the symbol of Pelops, and then you also see a few symbols you've not recognized before.
Can I roll a check to see if I can put it together, deduce meaning from context? If they're
Yeah.
names, places.
Well, they're symbols, so they would be names of gold in essence. But yeah, you can give me a check. It will be a knowledge society.
Difficulty?
Difficulty will be hard with a setback. Oh, one thing I forgot to do. Actually, two things. Firstly, I need to give you story points. There we go. And the second thing before we go any further is to roll that. Oh, doesn't adjust at all. Okay.
There's a society roll.
Yes. Yeah. So you take a couple of strain, but yeah. So a couple of the symbols that you notice here. So you recognize two more of the symbols at the base of this statue. The symbol of Zeus and the symbol of Apollo. So
Well,
as you're inspecting this statue, Charlie's headed off to the town hall to fetch their village leader. Is there anything
If it's
else?
anything like mythology, this is all Zeus's fault.
I mean, he fucked one too many times.
It's always Zeus's fault. 'Cause he can't keep his dick in his pants. Every single goddamn time.
Yeah. Give me one moment, and I will. So your character, are you somewhere around this village? I'm guessing.
I can be wherever you need me to be for your story.
Okay. I'm assuming you're seeking knowledge here at the moment.
I'm seeking anything to survive, basically. So knowledge, technology.
Okay. Yeah. Let's. Can we stick you in a corner of the courtyard somewhere?
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, someone give me a perception check, a hard perception check.
I can do that. Heart is 2 purple. Yes.
3.
3.
Okay. Perception.
No, you don't really notice anything at the moment. So yeah, as you're standing looking at this statue, examining it, Charlie walks back out with an elderly gentleman who seems to be called Arcadius, and Charlie introduces him to you as the village elder, village leader. And Arcadius says, "Welcome to our fine village. I've been told that you're interested in information about our heroes."
Onyx
We are.
nods.
Well, I'm sure you've heard the stories even from whatever village you all hail from.
You know what goes great with stories? A good meal. Would you like to participate in a feast with us?
Cooking
Of
fast.
course. There's a wonderful tavern that we all frequent called Ratton's Inn.
Don't worry, I will prepare the food. Trust me, I'm quite skilled.
Well,
Pull out my little cooking station thing.
alternatively, we could head inside the hall there, and you can prepare us a meal there.
Sounds most excellent.
Yeah, so you head inside the town hall. He leads you to a kitchen. Um, there's a couple of cooks standing around there, giving you glaring looks as you've offered to basically take their job for the moment.
You hurtful person.
They can have some too.
Yeah, do you want to do a check?
Yep, I'm just seeing. Bridge. Okay. And I get 2 boost. Okay. I was checking abilities.
Okay.
Alright, average check. Alright, and I get to heal my strain.
Excellent.
With the success.
Yeah. So you you create a very nice meal, and Arcadius seems to very much enjoy it. Um, Eating faster than you've seen people eat in a long time. That was delicious. May I ask what it is that you've made for us?
Yellow curry.
Well, it was very nice.
Thank you. It was a mix of different cultures. Now, what about these? I am very much curious in these stories of your saviors.
Oh yes, so over great time since this village was founded, uh, centuries ago, we've been living in almost constant attack from what can only be described as monsters. Every so often, a monster will show up. It is why we've built a wall around our city. But every so often, a monster of one form or another will show up, and very similar timing, one of our heroes arrives to defeat it. Um, early early accounts of the village mention Jason arriving with his Argonauts. Uh, Following Jason, there was Perseus, who came and slayed the great Gorgon. There was Heracles, who defeated a giant lion-looking thing. And more recently, appearing last time he showed up was, oh, I was just a boy at the time. Must have been near to 60 years ago. Um, was Theseus. Um, but we're right around the time where we're expecting another one of these monsters to show up, and then Theseus, or some new hero, will return to defeat it.
Question: when these heroes show up, are the battles witnessed by people, or do they just come back saying they have slayed the monster?
Well, given the monster attacks the village gates and then they leave, and when they come back in, they're holding a head of a monster, usually we just accept that they've defeated it.
And so far, it's been you said right around the time, so it's been in set intervals, like a constant kind of thing, like every 60 years or something.
Well,
Every so
normally
many
it's
years.
every 50 years, but it seems to be overdue this time. So we're assuming they'll arrive soon.
And these heroes, when they show up, and do they hang around or do they leave right after, or do they stay in the town for a little bit? Do they take residence, or do they just
Well,
show up, save, and then disappear?
well, normally when they show up, it's a wave of monsters one after another. So they hang around until it appears that no more are coming, and then they celebrate. Uh, we celebrate a lot while they're here, as you can imagine. The many of the women certainly celebrate. Um, and then they leave once they determine no more monsters are coming. And Theseus has been, well, our more recent hero, but there were times where he came alongside some of the others, and I think they used to alternate, but they haven't done that for a while, according to our histories.
So, how old is this Theseus?
Well, if records are correct, the first time he appeared would have been oh, close to 2 millennia ago.
Hmm. And he's a human, like you are, yes?
Yes.
How long human live?
Well, he's obviously, like the other heroes, children of the gods and of men or women. So they're part god, aren't they?
I don't know, I'm a robot. Golem. I was magically created. I don't know how age work.
Okay. Well, as far as I'm concerned, if the gods sent them to protect us, then that is what they do, and then the gods must take them away, probably through the large stone annulus. Uh,
Completely random question. Does Theseus ever have any say in or does any make any recommendations regarding governance or government or any institution of power? Just random question.
on occasion, the only thing he requests is warriors to join him on a crusade against other monsters.
Do these warriors ever return?
Rarely, but sometimes. I believe they fought well when they managed to return. It's whenever he requests soldiers to join him, it is usually assumed that there is some sort of army of monsters somewhere.
Hmm. Are there any living? Are there any? Do you know of anybody who's returned currently in the village from one of these war bands?
Well, I suppose.
Surely he must have regaled the tavern with stories of his exploits if he's a returning hero.
Well, the old man. Uh, Old man Cephalus He has returned from one of these, but he's a little odd.
How so?
Well, he speaks nonsense.
Is this a how many is he different from the people who normally return, or is this kind of a trend of
Well,
people who return?
well, I was just a boy when he returned. As I said, the last time they were around was around 60 years ago.
And is he still around?
Yes, he's quite old. But I believe he's still alive, though very few people wish to interact with him.
Where can we
And,
find him?
and what kind of nonsense does he speak of?
Well, he speaks of things that just aren't possible, like journeying among the stars and of, well, people rising from the dead and very other bizarrely impossible things.
I'll have to have a word with him to hear about these. These seem like interesting tales.
He also has mentioned watching the death of gods, but that isn't possible because gods cannot die.
I mean, if a god kills another god, would that other god would not be dead?
We thank you for your time. Does anyone have any other questions before? Where can we find this old man?
Well, he tends to travel around, but you'll often find him near the steps of the temple.
Can you give me directions? How do we get to the temple from here?
Well, the temple is probably the first building you saw when you came through the main gate, so it's to the south of here, and it's directly
Okay.
in front of the main gate.
Why, thank you. Your information has been most helpful.
Well, come back if you want anything else answered.
I may take you up on that.
Now, Charlie, would you like to join me and my council here for a feast? I'm assuming.
Yeah, we leave. Onyx just leaves.
Yeah, so he's invited Charlie and all of you to join him for a feast later this evening.
Yep. We will come back after we talk to the old man.
So, yeah, you leave the town hall with Charlie, and Charlie says, "I believe I am going to continue to look around and speak with the locals. I will give you any information we find out that might be useful. Um, if you need us, you can always radio."
All right. What do you guys think about that story? Reading in between the lines, I've got a few theories.
I think the monsters are real. I think that heroes are either Lesser Goa'uld or Jaffa.
My running,
And,
I agree with that. Both of those things so far.
and I think the warriors are Jaffa.
Yep, I believe that the gods are the gods are obviously Goa'uld. They are. I believe that it's somehow planned these attacks, and the saving of attacks is planned to keep them being worshipped as gods. You know, as gods, and also for tribute for free hosts. Um,
Yep.
so they come in, save the day, or request troops, and then sacrifice, do gold stuff with them, and then repeat every so many years. The fact that they haven't showed up recently is proof of this. Let's go and confirm with the old man, but that's my working theory. Just... Now, whether the monsters are like an actual occurring thing or planned by, I do not know, but my money is on this whole thing being engineered.
I would assume so.
We'll see what the old man has to say.
Okay. So I'll have either one of you give me the hard perception check again with a boost.
You want me to take that?
Yep. I believe you. I believe in you.
I'm glad someone does. Okay.
Okay. So the first time round you didn't really notice anything, but now you're fairly certain that a mysterious cloaked figure who was in the courtyard was also in the corner of the hall while you were talking with the elder Arcadius.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
as you've been speaking here with Zal just outside the hall, um, you've noticed yet again this cloaked figure just off out of sight round a corner every so often, peering and peeking at what's happening.
I approach. Straightforward.
I was enjoying my shadows, thank you very much.
You been watching?
Says who?
That's the little guy.
I may or may not have been.
I assume as I approach you, I feel like the symbiote close, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
you
not in
you would
you.
feel a symbiote like nearby. You would sense it.
Does the hooded thing have a Jaffa mark on the head?
Nope.
Do you are you completely hooded still?
Yep.
But I'm assuming you're the same size as I am.
Give or take a little bit, yep.
May I ask who you are?
I am just a lonely researcher looking for information. Lives
that
are at stake.
v- vague, but we are on the same task. Why are you following us?
As you can see, I'm not the biggest person in the world, and I rather other people do heavy lifting, and I can just observe from afar and come in after they're done.
What have you learned so far doing this?
That I need to gather more information. Time is very short.
Ah, we know
If I
monsters
don't,
are coming.
if I don't complete my research soon, at least one life that I know of is guaranteed to die.
And whose life is that? Aside from yours.
A particular friend that I have grown somewhat accustomed to, not by choice, but by necessity.
But why do you worry? Monsters are coming. Theseus or somebody else is going to go through the gate, go back with a head in his hands, and problem solved, right?
It's more where these heroes are coming from. If I can figure out if I can follow one once they've done their so-called duty that these townspeople believe, I might be able to figure out where they're coming from, and I might be able to see if there's more advanced technology there to help me, because these guys are backwards.
Of course they are.
It
That's how they
seems that
figure.
we are both after the same information. May I suggest a collaboration?
As long as I don't have to do the heavy lifting, I'm more than happy to lend my expertise.
We will lend our expertise to do what we can do, and all I ask is that you do the same.
I will help where I can for the moment. But we must hurry, otherwise I cannot survive without my friend.
You
And
are
their
in agreement.
lives are short.
You are in agreement that the best way information is the old man, though, correct?
Most people have been talking about him, so I was going to see what you could gather out of him. I don't think he really likes many outsiders in the first place, and I really don't want to pick a fight with somebody that I know that I can't even beat, even if they are old.
True, but he is. We are probably the only ones here that can that realize what he's saying isn't crazy.
Well, I'll let you do the persuasion then, because I got nowhere.
All right. Anybody can open up after a nice warm meal. And with that, let's go.
Yeah, so as you journey through the town, back towards the temple, which sort of path are you going to take there?
The most direct one, I guess.
Well, there's two very direct ones. It's more which
So
one of those.
where are we right now? Which number?
Well, you were just outside the Grand Hall, which is 14. Town Hall.
I think the easiest way would be go by
The
the
temple is
fountain
at
by
10.
15.
Yep.
I think the most straightforward would be by 15.
Yeah,
So
logically.
yeah, as you pass the fountain, you see a number of people gathered around it, throwing things into the fountain. Some of them on their knees. Um, there's also what?
No.
Yeah, there's also the center of the fountain has another statue of a different hero. If you look at it closely, you'll notice that it's got a name listed there as the Fountain of Poseidon. With a statue there that resembles a man holding a trident.
That's rather an effective weapon. Okay, let's carry on.
As you head down further, you reach the courtyard there with a number of different things like the Warriors Guild, the smithy, and also right in front of you there is a market and the temple. The temple is number 10 there.
Mm.
As you approach the temple, on the steps of it you see an elderly man with a small metal container. Trying to stop anyone who passes to ask for what appears to be coins of some kind. But he's also there saying things like, "The end is coming! It's near! We haven't seen them! They have abandoned us! We're all doomed!"
You have, I approached that. You have quite an interesting tale.
Will you spare some coin for an old man?
Would you care for a meal?
What's the catch?
I totally didn't hear anything.
What's the catch?
The catch is you tell us. I want to know more about the story.
The gods have
People think
abandoned us! The heroes will not come to save us when the monsters arrive, and they're delayed! The monsters have been delayed because the gods wish to destroy us with an even larger force next time!
Wow, that sounds so interesting. Let's talk over a meal.
They will come from the stars!
Have a Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry.
You hand him, I assume, a chocolate ration or something.
Yes, chocolate treat.
He sniffs it for a second and says, "What is it?" He takes a small bite of it. This is very nice. Thank you.
Yeah. No problem. I was really curious. I've heard that you were with the with the war. What was that like? That expedition with the hero?
We fought against beings with heads of different animals, and they were made of shiny skin that was very hard.
Mm-hmm.
We fought with them, and many died.
I don't know. Stargate lore, is that a? Sorry.
My friends died to one particular force with the heads of snakes.
That's interesting. And where did you fought this battle?
Among the stars! Far
like
away from
stars.
here.
I like stars.
Why do you think that God has abandoned you? The gods
Because
have
if
abandoned
they
you.
were going to save us, they would have come 10 years ago.
Did the monsters attack 10 years ago?
No.
Then what would they save you from?
Well, they didn't attack because when they come, they'll come with a larger army than before. The gods didn't come and warn us. They have abandoned us.
And which gods are you talking about?
All of them.
I'm very bad with gods. My village never had one.
What do you
And
mean you
myself,
never had a god?
You see, I am a golem. I was constructed.
You're made of the same skin as the monsters we fought. You're the harbinger of doom!
Not yet. But thank you.
What happened to all your allies, by the way? Did they all die in the wars?
Many did. A few of us returned. However, they ran off into the wilderness not long after. I am the only one left.
Did you notice any of your compatriots make weird changes during your time? Sudden changes in behavior. Like they started acting different. Maybe, I don't know,
War has
shiny
strange
eyes.
effects on us all. But no,
Does he
their
have a-
eyes weren't shiny.
Does he have a Jaffa mark?
At the moment, he's got a hood over his forehead.
Hmm.
So you can't quite tell from without
Alright.
trying to remove it.
Can I see your head? Just out of curiosity, I want to see what a war veteran looks like.
So he's got what you can see at the moment. He's got a very long grey beard.
Mhm.
He's fairly wrinkled, and he's got a brown cloak on that's basically tattered and patched and ripped. But the hood is draped just over his forehead, just above his eyes. Why do you want to see my head? Are you going to try to cut it from my body?
I wouldn't need to see it for that. For that, I simply need to. I have heard of the mark of the gods, and I would like to bask in its glory. I'm just checking if you might have one.
What mark? Very well, I will remove my hood if will satisfy you.
I could see it.
He pulls it back and give me a hard medicine check. Yeah. So what you can see there is basically a scar but it's incredibly faint. There isn't any tattoo as such, but there is a scar on his forehead that looks like it's about the right size for what a Jafar tattoo would normally be.
Hmm.
But it's a very faint scar. Unless you were observing him closely, you wouldn't have noticed it.
I think that confirms the theory.
Yep.
You satisfied? There's nothing on my head.
Yes, thank you very much.
Right! Now are you gonna help me spread the word of our impending doom?
Absolutely, I will go to the tavern and help spread the word.
How about if we try to
Excellent.
save it?
I kind of look and just like make the motion of don't not here.
The gods have abandoned us! Rejoice, for it is the end! He's a little bit more animated now. He's standing, yelling again. If you want to keep
Believe
trying
him.
to talk to him, it's going to be hard to get through to him, but you can try.
Go back and reconvene. We might approach him again, but let's reconvene, figure out what. So now we know what's going on. Now we need to figure out where a location could be.
So there are. So yes, there are Gault and Jaffa, and they are fighting what? A bunch of robotic androids, something?
We could go back to him and to help and according to him, in order to help him spread, go and look at the old bases of the gods um, to convince him as quote unquote proof that the gods have abandoned us, but really, we're looking for evidence of the Tokurate bases.
I don't think we will kind of find it in town.
No, I mean like in the forests, whatnot.
Go for a stroll in the lovely forest.
Yeah, but we'll have him tell us where if there's any abandoned bases around, because he was with the expedition. He might know.
Give us a general bearing at least.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
It is true.
Or we can go back to the mayor and ask him if there are any, if they have any knowledge of old ruins around, maps, that.
Either or, we could just do both.
I say that our best bet's probably going to be him, because the map
Yes.
is just going to be just the map. He's going to give us the locations, hopefully.
But without the map and the and the actual, we won't know what we're walking into.
Unless
We don't
he-
have satellite.
he'll let us. He'll be the guide.
I mean, you go and talk to him.
All right, let's go back and talk to him.
So
Slap
as
him
you
in the face.
approach him, he's still yelling about the oncoming army of monsters and being, the town being doomed.
I'm going to. I have a plan to spread your word even farther.
What is your plan?
You were part of the expedition. You must know of bases of the gods, correct? Or outposts, correct?
They're amongst the stars!
Right, but there must be like a transition, a point, among the stars. But you must have, there must be somewhere to go to the stars.
We went into the forest and then we appeared suddenly on large ships among the stars.
Could you show us where exactly in the
Weird
forest?
ships without sails! They had no
Right,
sails and they went among the stars!
Can you show us where the ships originally were?
In the sky!
I mean, like
Looks at
where
you
in the
strangely.
forest?
Teleportation.
Yeah.
They just
Where
bring
the
them
There
up.
were
Oh.
these rings that went.
Okay.
Please don't even do that again.
No, please do that again. Oh, this plan was a bust.
They're in the forest!
Do you know where the monsters are coming from?
The forest!
It's a big place. Do you know at least the direction?
East!
That's something.
Okay. Well, thank you. We'll go and spread the good word.
I believe they approach from past the stone annulus of the gods to the northeast.
Okay. We know where that is. So from there north is perfect.
How are you going to spread my message?
We'll bring the proof.
The proof? You're going to slay the monster. You're the new heroes. We have not been abandoned. They are the new heroes.
All right, let's leave at that. Let's make a quick exit.
and no one is a hero till they slay a monster.
Right. So I'm assuming you're heading fairly quickly through the town gate then?
Yep.
Yeah. Also, my little legs can carry me.
Yeah, so as you head through the town gate there, and into the forested area, you head up past near the Stargate again, and up here you can see, there's a path that continues sort of north past it further. Your other team is not here, but
Yeah.
I forgot to remove them.
No problem.
There we go. And we'll drop. Tyr does not have a token yet. Right. We'll just drop in something to represent you for now. You can use that. Yeah, so you arrive back here, or that'll work too. Apparently you do have a token.
Yeah, it's just the headshot of my avatar.
Yep. Yeah, so around here you can see the gate, you can see some trees, you can see a forest sort of beginning there.
Okay, let's go.
So, do you have? You're just gonna head off north?
I just followed the path at least when till something happens. Obviously, to keeping an eye out, but otherwise, there's no other plan to be had.
Gotta lead
Okay.
somewhere.
Yeah. So before long, the path disappears almost entirely, and you find yourself on the edge of a small cliff. If you can see this spot, I'm just pinging it there.
Yeah.
Right
Yep,
about
so
here.
awesome. Fork in the road moment.
And is the map accurate? I mean, the line of the trees and stuff.
Yeah, what you can see here looking out over it is what you can see.
Okay. How bad is the cliff?
Um, well, it's not incredibly high. It is essentially with the height of the cliff and with your height, your head is just above the tree line of the trees in front of you. So you're looking at, it's not small, but you're probably looking at a good 10 meters.
Okay. I will have a good look out and see if I can see anything fancy.
Um,
Anything that would give me a sense of direction or anything.
I mean, from where you're standing, what you can see is trees. You can see what
But
looks like a glimpse of some water.
yeah, but I may see some kind of ruin, some kind of building, some kind of structure. May. Or
Um,
movement or something.
yeah, give me a daunting perception check. Let's see if you can.
Don't think he's for, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Wish me luck, guys.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Apparently, not too bad.
So
Okay,
you can
yeah.
see in the far distance, you can see a couple of things that are of interest. You can see something a little bit closer off to your east appears to be possibly a cave entrance, but then off a little bit further than that, off a little bit more to the north, is you think you spot a pillar.
Pilar. Okay.
That's some awesome choices there. Cave or a pillar. I like it.
Which the choices have not been disclosed. Um, let's check the cave first. It will start leading to the cave. As safe as it can be for the little guys.
Okay. Yeah, so as you approach this cave, um, so that's actually on the map. You're actually on it. You're on it at the moment. Off on the east of it, in among the dead trees.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's it there. Right. I thought it was a shadowing.
Looks like that. Yeah, but it can be used.
Yeah. So from inside, you hear some strange noises. Somewhat like scratching and heavy breathing.
Okay, let's find out some monsters.
Right. Yeah. Why is this not loading?
Oh,
This is not loading for some reason. Oh, there we go. I think I've got this to the wrong size. Oh, I forgot to move you over to it. That probably would have helped.
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm assuming top left.
Yeah. So basically, the cave heads north, but the map's easier to have it in this direction. Um, so yeah, you enter the cave, and what you're looking into heads north. And yeah, you can hear this sound of heavy breathing, and as you go in, it starts to get a bit louder.
Since we don't have xenology anymore, I'm guessing life science or general to identify.
It would be, yeah, I think life science is probably a good option here.
I got you. If it's life science, I can do life science. What's the difficulty on the check?
It's hard with a 2 setback.
Whoa.
Do you know how I want to spin
Wow.
the triumph?
Um,
I want to know. You know how I want to spin the triumph?
how?
I want to know how good that would taste cooked.
Right. So the sounds that you're hearing sounds significantly similar to the sound of a horn against stone. The breathing is not dissimilar to that of a bull. So in terms of taste, do you imagine it would taste somewhat similar to beef?
Oh god, I can see how this is gonna end up. Okay, let's go. Let's go get your dinner.
Okay, and it's going from there, yes?
The direction that it's coming from, rather than taking strain, it's echoing so strongly through this chamber that it's a little hard to tell which direction it's coming from.
Going for a walk in a creepy ass cave.
Come on, Mr. Cook, move.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
I might be able to kill it, but it doesn't mean that it will cook itself. And stealthily.
Yeah, so as you head down this part, it's still echoing very strongly, but it's also starting to get louder.
Okay. I'm gonna try stealth and be as silent as possible. Oh, okay.
Need some
That
difficulty
works.
on that.
Oh, sorry, but
Let's have a just you can roll the ones on their own, but it's going to be against Three reds. So
Three
just
reds.
roll
Okay.
3 reds on their own.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Take some strain, but yeah, you're quite stealthy, and
How many
I'll
strain?
let
3?
yeah 3 strain, and I'll let you with that many success. I'll let you um let you help the other two to match your sort of stealthy movements.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you head through here and you turn this corner, um, you see in front of you. Where is. Yeah. Apparently, I don't remember that part. Oh well, we'll just use this one then.
Oh.
So yeah, you see on the other side of the water, near another bit of water, what appears to be a large bull standing on 2 legs, um, scraping its horn against the side of the stone there.
Raping or sharpening?
So you can give me a life science check to determine that if you want.
I will do it just for lols.
It's going to be
But
an average with 1 setback.
so that's purple and the black.
Yes. Sorry, 2 purple, 1 black.
Okay, and where's my life science?
Under knowledge.
Knowledge, general knowledge, life science. Oh, perfect. What?
Yeah, so take another strain. As far as you can tell, it's possibly sharpening, but the other thing you notice is that it's aiming at a rather specific spot.
Huh?
Where it's scraping its horn on the wall seems to be a rather specific spot. And as you look closer, you notice it's not moving its arms at all.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
just
guys, do we
leaning
want me to?
against that rock near where it's scraping its horn, with both arms, and they're not moving away from it.
Okay. So guys, are we going? Do we want to talk to it?
You're assuming it speaks English?
I'm assuming it speaks. You are the master of languages.
Just try and approach it and see if it will listen. What's the
I will
worst that could
stay.
happen?
I will stay hidden here behind the corner, and you go say hi. If anything happens, I will shoot.
I'm just gonna yell out across the fucking water.
Maybe not that close to him, but yeah.
Eh,
Ask him if he have an itch over there.
Just a standard greeting of just yell out, just go, hey.
It turns towards you, stares with a very intense stare, and I'd like all of you to give me an average fear check.
Which check is that?
So
Which skill?
fear is discipline or cool. It's up to you which one you want to run with. So Tia isn't really afraid of this thing at all, despite its piercing stare and its grunting.
Where are my skills? Cool, okay, it's here, and discipline is here. Oh, lovely. Neither of those. But
Apparently, no one's afraid
But
of this
somehow
thing.
still get over the line.
Yeah, so no one's afraid of this thing, but Onyx is rather startled at the fact that it not only didn't respond in any meaningful way, it's aware of it. It looks somewhat aware of your presence now, and seems angrier.
Well, I don't think it speaks no English.
Try different language.
Don't know many languages.
Try another different language. Try language of the gods.
Don't have that.
Hey, cook. Try language of the gods.
I look at him. I look at him like with a knowing look, because I can sense the symbiote in him. But I'll go ahead and try it anyway.
Yeah. So what are you gonna say, and which one are you gonna try? Standard Goa'uld
try
or
the-
the Greco-Roman Goa'uld thing you had
I'll try
on
the
other
Greco-Roman
platform?
Goa'uld first,
Okay.
and just say we mean no harm. Do I need to make a check for that, or?
Yeah. Give me a charm check. Average
Difficulty?
with a setback. I think it's average. Give me a moment. I'll double check that. Yeah, average with a setback.
Why can't you do this in fucking Star Wars when we need it? Okay.
What is it you want?
All we want is information. We do mean you no harm.
I don't trust your kind.
I get that, but I am not like my kind. In fact, we are I am aiming to take down my kind. Because I am asking for information on our kind. My kind.
Your kind created me.
So I guess the best way to start is, what do you know of my kind?
I fought your kind in a war. I fought for the heroes, so-called heroes. When I survived and returned to the village, I felt a call again to the forest, so I left. And then I fell asleep, and when I woke, I looked like this.
So
and
you
I
were
can sense
transported.
within you that which is the gods.
We are looking currently for the base, the any information for the bases of those gods. Could you tell us where they were located? If there are any places on world?
If you free me, I will tell you what you wish to know.
So yeah, that whole time he's speaking Goa'uld, the Greco-Roman Goa'uld to Zhao. But yeah, he, as you observe, his hands are in fact bound by chains against that wall where he was scratching his horn against.
Set him free.
Yeah, sure. Tell
Anybody
him
have
that I got
tools?
that. I got that. I can blow those chains. Tell him I will try to break the chains, just not to do anything aggressive towards me.
Yeah, I'm gonna communicate that to him to if you'd like to be free to like stay away from the chain or like get
Mhm.
distance, we're gonna try and set him free.
How do you expect me to get any distance? My wrists are tied to this rock.
I guess just don't. He's gonna approach you to safely let you free.
Okay. And I approach somewhat hopefully outside of his arm's reach, but close enough to shoot the chain in a point blank and with a Zat and just blow it off.
It's not so much a chain as cuffs that are directly attached to the wall.
Okay, then that's I'm just going doing that.
Right.
As you know, not to hurt him, but as close to the wall as possible.
Okay, you know the only way to do it with a blast is going to be shooting his wrists, in essence.
Um,
Can anybody lockpick?
I'm not really. I done it successfully once, but that was like lucky.
The other alternative, and I'll give this to you because of the triumph before, and we'll use that for this case, is that you blasted enough of the rock away that he just takes the rock with him.
And then he can smash the rest of the rock. Yeah, I will do that. I will just blast the rock. I don't want to blast his arms off.
Okay. So it's gonna be.
I'm going to take my time with this Zat.
Okay. With a Zat.
With a Zat.
Well, I don't think you're gonna blast a rock away with a Zat. I don't even think you'd manage to unlock the cuffs, like the cuffs tying him there with a Zat. To be honest.
Then I use my AK.
It's gonna take a lot of bullets from an AK to get a rock wall dug out.
I mean, I can put the barrel of a gun just when the rock meets the cuff and just shoot. Bullet at a time.
In
Okay.
theory, that would work.
Yeah, if you want to try and break the cuffs with putting the barrel of the AK right next to it, I'll let you do that. It's going to be hard check with an upgrade because of the challenge of doing it without hurting this thing.
So that's 4 purple, 1 blue, yes?
No, it's 3 purple with an upgrade.
So upgrade on their side, okay.
Yes.
Three-
So the
you said-
actual word that says upgrade.
Yeah. Um,
And then you
Is it
roll the
okay if I
actual
use-
weapon.
yeah. Is it okay if I use a story point for that? Guys.
Go for it. I got no qualm in it, so go for it.
Same.
Okay. So I'll use the story point. Click there, and I get the 1 blue.
You get an upgrade on the check, so you
On
on
mine,
your
on my
side,
side.
yeah.
Okay. We go weapon. Oh,
You should
shit.
have a blue dice with that because of the other thing. Oh, hang on. There we go. Now it will roll that, but just roll it on its own for now. Just the 1 blue dice.
Yeah, 1 blue.
Because you put it on ranged heavy, didn't you? The one that you
Yes,
got
I
from
did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. And that's nothing.
Right. So you shoot this thing, very close range. It hits, and it doesn't seem to do anything. So reduce your ammo by 1, but
Wow, that's one way to spectacularly not fail, but not pass at the same time.
and through the cave is a very loud ringing from the bang, and your ears are probably all a little sore. So everyone give me an easy resilience check.
No. I don't want to.
Ouch.
Yeah, so take 2 strain.
That's what I said. I don't want
Easy.
to. Join the club. If you pass this, I'm gonna be pissed.
Take 2 strain.
That's been the advantage to reduce 1 strain.
Yeah, sure. You pass. You do not take any strain. The threat will be used elsewhere too.
Oh.
Yeah. So this loud gunshot rings through, and 2 of you, Onyx's senses are somewhat overloaded by this ringing of the blast sound as it echoes through the cave, and Zhao
Notice.
just grabs his head in pain from how loud it was.
Okay. It's possible. Let me have. It's possible, but hold your ears. I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, so I've added to your weapon the ability that it'll now automatically have that boost die on there as well for you.
Oh, okay.
So
Thank
you can just do the same check as before.
Okay, 3 purple and upgrade on that side. Yes.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. Yes.
Yeah. So this time you shoot it, and his wrists come free as this thing lifts off, and I'm going to just bring that up and. Okay, let's see how this works. Okay. Yeah, so
Kept your word, you freed me. Very well. I was taken when I left into the forest, as was my friend. We were turned into monsters.
I'm having a hard time understanding him.
I can't hear it at all.
You might need to kill the voice changer.
We were turned into monsters. We did not choose this.
I know you didn't. We're gonna get back at the people who made you into this.
I will step back, and let him have some space.
I've been chained to this wall for nearly 60 years. I think it's very hard to keep track of time.
60 years sounds about right.
I'm incredibly hungry. I just couldn't. Water was out of reach. Food was non-existent. I've just been starving. And yet I was not allowed to die.
Okay.
Would you like some curry?
I'd like anything at this point.
It's really good, even if you weren't starving.
Yeah, you cook him some. With that advantage I had earlier, can I remove one of the strain?
Fun fact, if everyone partakes in this meal, they can heal 4 strain.
I can't eat.
Oh.
That just blew up in your face.
That does make my character much less useful. That's okay.
I mean, it's a robot. It doesn't eat.
I mean, you're an android. There is every chance you could, in all technicality.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He doesn't
Okay.
eat. He doesn't sleep. He doesn't do other things after consumption either. So yeah.
Okay.
I will make a treat. I will make a dessert, a dish that even someone who doesn't eat will enjoy. Mark my words.
He doesn't have a port to consume, and he doesn't have a port to do other things. It's like a mechanical construction.
I will create an oil specifically designed to be injected, but you will still taste it somehow. Mark
Good luck
my-
with that. But yeah.
I know what I'm doing on my off time.
Yeah, so you freed this large minotaur-looking thing that claims to have once been a person from the village. And he indicates that while he woke up like this, yeah,
I do have some strange memories of metal. A strange bed that I was strapped to. And coffins with people inside them that I could see through.
Where do you know where this was?
It was a dream that I kept having while I've been stuck here.
Probably that's probably where you probably have memories of where they did that to you.
What will I do now?
Obviously you
The
can't
village
go
will
back to
see
the
me as a
village.
monster. They'll attack. Or the heroes will come back and I'll get killed.
The SGC gate was in the town, right?
No,
Oh,
outside.
it wasn't? Okay,
It
then
was half an hour off.
we can take you to the take you into the stars, to somewhere where you'll be at least safe. They might do tests on you, but you'll be safe.
What's a test?
They will probably try to figure out how you turn into what you are, or how they turn you what you are,
I can't
and
I can't
how
guarantee you
to
that they'll turn you back, but they'll do their best to. They will
at
do
least
their best to change your back,
understand. Well, at least they will feed you. They won't try to kill you.
and they'll try to heal you. Can't say they'll succeed, but
I mean, if they try to kill you, you will have every right to defend yourself. But I don't think they will.
they won't.
They will definitely feed you.
What are your
They will definitely
names?
Onyx.
Yeah, Shen.
Don't have a name.
Nice to meet you. I don't have a name.
Oh, it's cool, huh?
Good name.
It is.
It's hard to remember mine.
I can always give you a new name.
Septimus, I think I was called.
Okay, Septimus.
Have you
Alright, should
seen
we
my
take him
friend
back?
who went with me into the forest that night?
Maybe. Did he turn like you?
I don't know. I haven't seen him since we fell asleep.
Oh, then probably not, actually.
Or he's in a different cave.
It could be, I was thinking it might be the old man, but if they both fell asleep, they probably both turned.
No, the old man said that there were more. He came back to the village, the other went to the forest.
That is true. I guess we could try and find more.
What old
See
man?
if There's an old man that was with the war that returned. He's preaching that the gods have abandoned them.
The
I don't think we got a name.
The recent war. Why would an old man fight in a war?
No, I mean the 60 years ago.
What was his name?
He didn't tell us. We
He
didn't
did.
ask.
We knew his name. The mayor told us his name.
Oh, says something with an S.
Cephalus. Is the old man Cephalus?
Yeah,
Think so.
that's the one.
Yes.
He's still alive.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Apparently.
he's scared that the gods abandoned them, and then the monsters are coming to kill everybody.
The
A large
coward
army of
refused to
monsters.
fight. Many of our team, of our friends, of our brothers, died because he cowered in a hole.
You see this Minotaur getting angrier.
It's okay, we'll deal with him.
He probably won't live that long anyway. Still, the choice is yours. You can remain here and don't know, or you could come back with us and see where it goes.
We won't kidnap you. You have a choice.
I can't remain here. I've had enough of this wall to last a lifetime. Literally. I will return with you.
So, as you're speaking with him, there's an echo through the cave suddenly of a metal clang.
Oh, okay. Where is this echo coming from?
So much like the heavy breathing before, it seems to be coming from all around you. The cave echoes the sound in here so so incredibly that it's very hard to pick direction.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we didn't really pass anything metallic on the way through, so it must probably just be deeper in.
Or it was somewhere in the entrance. We, past some other alcove that we didn't check.
Or we've activated a trapper thing that
Yeah,
activated
too.
mechanism.
Or someone is coming to release the hungry guy to go and rampage in the village.
I say we either push forward, investigate, or we get out of here. The getting out of here is a safer option. Pushing our luck might bear more investigative fruits, however. I say we just get out of here. I'm worried.
So I'm not the most tankiest thing, so unless someone else reckons I can sit at the front.
I'm worried about traps. I say that we take our friend is a liability. Let's get out of here. If we're seen with him, could be bad news. Let's try and get out of here as fast as possible. They might be sending a hunting party, or a hero might be on their way to come and slay him. It could be when he escapes, they send that could be how it works.
We'll see. So yeah, you want to go back? We can go back.
Yeah, so at the moment, the only one who's been able to speak to him is Zal so far, so he's essentially going to follow whatever Zal suggests.
Yep. I'm gonna say let's go.
Okay.
Walking away.
So as you leave the cave and you re-enter the forest there,
Looks like the metal was deeper in.
yeah, from behind you comes the Minotaur. Comes Septimus. Somewhat hesitantly, and he puts his arm up over his face as you all step into the light, and blinks pretty heavily, trying to open his eyes, but it seems like it's far too bright for him.
As we head back to the Stargate, I'm going to put some notches in some trees to mark that we've been here to try and help us get, because I want to return here once we drop him off. So I'm just gonna put some landmarks, break some twigs, mark some trees,
Okay.
that
Okay.
kind of thing.
Now, from your current position, suddenly the forest seems all similar to itself. And does anyone have gate sense?
Nope.
In that
I don't.
case, I am going to ask for a survival check to see if you can figure your way out of here.
I should be good in that.
So it'll be a hard survival check.
That's 3, yes?
Yes.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, so you find your way back to the path. You find back to the cliffside that you came down before, which is over here.
Mhm.
And did you have any plan for getting back up it?
No, actually, no, we didn't have any plan. We'll probably start climbing.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Be interesting.
This will be fun.
Give me an average athletics check to climb up the cliff.
I don't like this. Where's Nadrock when you need him?
Hey,
Oh wow, none of us are.
I did.
So Onyx
None of
gets
us
up
are
the
good.
cliff, but takes some strain as it's not
Uh-huh.
particularly easy. But you get up the top.
I don't want to click it.
There you
Apparently, I'm
go.
gonna get up.
Tia gives it a go, and it's about
Apparently.
as stressful for him as it was for Onyx. Maybe a little less so somehow. But he manages to get to the top of the cliff, and then then Cephalus tries to do so. And so yeah, with that much success and the advantage, Cephalus, looking at Zhao, who attempted it and slid straight back down, he picks you up and then starts to climb up the cliff.
Thank you, buddy.
So as you reach
God.
the top and you start heading back down the path towards the gate,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's shrunk in size.
Oh,
so
He's
no,
definitely
as you,
bigger in a cave.
Was your? I asked the Minotaur. By what was the guy that was with the cave with you? Did his name happen to be Theseus? The other guy who went to sleep.
Theseus was the hero we fought alongside. My friend's name was I'm having trouble remembering. It's been a long time. Brutus. Brutus. Wait, no. Yeah, Brutus was my friend that we went into the forest together.
Brutus. That sounds like a trustworthy name who would never stab a friend in the back.
Nope, don't know any Brutus that has not ever done that in history.
I don't know your history. Anyway, let's go home. Let's ring home
yeah,
and tell
so
them we have
as you
guests.
start getting closer, Septimus says,
The village isn't far from here. The village, I have to go home. I have to go home. Calling, I need to go home.
and he starts moving down the path.
If you go home, they will kill you.
He doesn't seem to be responding too much to it.
Oh no, they got to bioprogram him. Zaos, do
Yeah.
something.
Somebody put a ram to like
Uh,
knock him over.
Zao, do something. Tell him something.
I'm going to pull out my. I want to try and make a really strong aroma that'll like knock him back to his senses. Like his bestial instincts of like preservation to overrule his programming. I'm going to try like some really good steak.
This is how we get mad cow disease, just FYI.
Well, not steak, but like just good meat. I'm assuming minotaurs are carnivores, even though they're cows.
Can't be now.
He has curry,
Um,
right?
you know what? For a meal to be that good, I think I'm going to make you upgrade it. So I'm going to spend the story point that I was given. And which one of your talents would best suit it in this case? Do you think? Because I think
I
you
don't
got
have any talent. I don't have any specific talents for this.
okay.
So it's not a talent.
You've got some for cooking that help recover though, don't you?
Yeah, I do have flavor sensation, but that just helps strain. There's not like any smell
Okay.
aroma. I do
Well,
have the wait. I do have no, I just have flavor sensation. Yeah,
yeah. Well,
and chef.
use
But
flavor
flavor is
sensation.
mostly smell.
Um,
Flavor is mostly smell based.
and upgrade it with the story point I spent, the difficulty. Because
And
I
it said it's
assume
hard.
flavor sensation has a difficulty attached, or am I?
No, just average. Just
Okay.
make an average check.
So yeah, in this case, you're pushing it against, I believe that. Programming. Yeah, be average.
No, I want that triumph. Oh well.
Yeah, so he. How would you like to use your advantage?
He stops, but he stops, contemplates, but then just keeps going.
Okay. Yeah.
Could buy
So
us
he
a little more
stops, he
time for people to
smells it,
react.
and turns to go to it, and then something pulls him back, and he starts mumbling again.
Home, have to go home.
Shoot him in the leg.
I don't want to shoot him. That's the thing. He did nothing wrong. But if I
Option
start
A.
shooting him, we'll
Option
have to.
A, shoot him in the leg and take him down. Or option B, he goes and either murders people or gets murdered himself, or a mixture of the two.
I shoot him. He will. I start shooting him. He will start to. Will have to kill him.
Well, shit to immobilize. You don't always have to shoot to kill.
You don't know.
I
me.
know. Guys, does anybody have red on them?
What?
No.
Does anybody have red?
No.
Red? No. What's red?
What bulls are attracted to.
Bulls.
I have red eyes.
Shoot. I'm trying to think. How can we? Is anyone wearing red clothing?
No.
Nope.
I have very red eyes.
Apparently, very red eyes is about as good as we're gonna get.
Trying to think.
I mean, I can shoot him with a Zat and kind of what? That won't do much to him. I mean, not stun him. Stun damage, yeah. I will shoot him with a Zat.
Okay.
Because that seemed to be the
Currently, your
late.
distance from him is 12 meters, so medium range. So average difficulty.
So
If
that's...
I'm assuming the Zat can do medium range.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, so
Okay,
average
wish me luck. Yep.
You deal 11 damage, and you've got enough advantage to activate a Sorry, it's got Pierce of 2, so you're actually okay. And yeah, you've got enough to activate one of your qualities there, or a critical, but I wouldn't do a critical if you're trying to knock him out.
I don't want a critical. I just want him stunned.
So use concussive or knockdown would be my suggestion with those two advantages.
Yes. I want him knocked down, unconscious.
He won't be unconscious yet, but knockdown will, cause him to stumble over from the shock. Concussive has its own advantages to it, which I've got to double check because it's been a little while since I've looked at concussive. Should be. Nope, that's not right. There it is. Concussive is. There you go. Concussive, the target is staggered, number of rounds equal to your concussive rating.
Will be 2. Does that give us anything?
So staggered from memory is see, item. Staggered target cannot perform actions.
Okay. That should buy us time, yes?
Here we go, staggered. Cannot perform actions including downgrading actions to maneuvers. Most effects that stagger a character can last for a set duration, yep. Yeah, so basically it stops them from performing actions or knock down or knock him over.
Stop them from doing anything.
No, it won't stop. Knockdown won't stop him from doing it. It will put him down to the ground, but then he can get up and get angry. Yeah, I will get him staggered.
Okay.
And I will look at Shen and say, cook.
Okay, I think now would be a good time to start up the turn order. So, I think in this case, Onyx was sort of discussing a little bit while he was still walking off what he was going to do. So I think this is a cool check for all of you.
Mm.
Where is my thing? Nope.
Ooh. Ouch.
Okay then.
Right, so the triumph works in that he basically claims a turn before the actual turn order begins, is how it works in this. So he's staggered for 2 rounds, he can't take an action, but as he gets hit, this instinct takes over and he starts to walk back towards you. So he goes from medium to short range, which is about here. And then we enter turn order. So he walks up to you again. Can't really do much more than that. So now he's engaged range with Onyx. And it's someone else's turn. And that's his, in all technicality, 2 rounds of being concussed.
Onyx, would you like to go?
No. No, I want you to cook something or dial earth or something that,
I think we're
That-
past the cooking point.
No, not necessarily. If he doesn't know, if he is no longer in a path to the village, the programming might not work, might stop working. Because my plan is to kite him to through the gate. Actually, no. Anyway, shoot him. I don't want to go just yet.
Okay, you said shoot him.
Yeah, shoot him, make him bleed, make him because when I shoot, I want to shoot him and not knock him down properly without killing. And
You want to kill him now?
No, I don't want to kill him. He's a good guy. I don't want to kill him. But I want you to wound him, so when I shoot, it will be easier to knock him out.
I don't have any non-lethal weapons, so I'll refrain.
I think we're all going to be in that boat.
Then do something to, I don't know, talk him out of it. Try to talk him back to his senses, so I don't have to shoot him again. Don't know.
I don't think talking is.
Then
Although Zhao will never give up, so he will continue cooking even if it won't do anything.
Hmm.
I got him to pause the last time.
Yes.
I don't think this will take 6 seconds. This will take at least 2 turns. At least.
I think I can hold that long.
I mean, I'm assuming you didn't stop cooking. Like, the meal wouldn't have been ready by the time he started to smell it. But, you are increasing the strength of the aroma here while it's still cooking.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just say that. Same difficulty as last time.
Yeah, I can't spend a story point this time, so you don't have to upgrade it.
No, I think the start point would I would think it would be upgraded because now he's programmed and attacked. It would be harder than last time.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would think that that's a fair difficulty.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Keep the upgrade on it then.
And same result.
Yeah, so
Literally.
he's still taking notice of this smell, but you're not at a stage where it's attractive enough for him to stop and try and eat the food.
That was my turn.
Okay. Not me again. Not yet.
I'll go through. I'll give you one round, so I'll go defensive. For one turn. I'll move to here behind this little hill, but I will go defensive. That puts it on to last PC.
Okay. Can I safely step out from his fist range and then shoot?
If you want to do that on your turn, you can certainly step back out of engage. That's a maneuver to go to short, and then you can take a shot.
Then I will take a shot. Yes. So it's short range. So it's against 1 purple.
Yes, short range is 1 purple.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what's the reason why FFG doesn't have opportunity attacks. It's like the one system that doesn't.
Oh.
That's a real pain in the ass to deal with.
Right, so you're dealing 9 for the 13.
A lot of damage.
And how do you want to spend your advantage?
Same.
Concuss, okay.
Concuss, or if I can just knock him down straight off and may get him unconscious, then I will go with that. If I can't, I will just stun. Concuss.
You know what? I'm going to roll this, and depending on its result. Okay. I'm gonna do that and let you concuss. So basically, activated knockdown is the idea there.
Mhm.
So he's stunned pretty heavily. He falls to his knees, and his head's ringing as he grabs his head, and you hear the loud snorting again.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, I just want to cancel his programming. I don't want to kill him. Not really. I really don't want to kill him.
and that's everyone's
How
turn.
can we kill him? He's a named NPC.
uh, yeah, so that's back to his turn, but he's on the ground. He can't perform an action because he's concussed, and he can't perform a free maneuver either. So that means he's not doing anything. He's just on his knees grabbing at his head right now.
Mm-hmm.
However, strangely, someone give me an average perception check.
Johnny's not it.
I think that's me.
That most certainly is you.
I am built to be a scout. Where is perception? Perception. There we go.
Oh wow. Yeah, so your senses are picking up a large crowd of people coming from the village.
Oh, fuck. Like literally, fuck.
They're, they're just exiting the village gate at the moment, and judging off of, well, they're actually a little bit further up the path. From what you know when you arrived, it takes about 30 minutes to walk from here to the village.
Mm-hmm.
Judging off your senses, you'd say they've been walking probably close to 20 minutes. They're about 10 minutes away.
Okay. We got to take him out, or a village are coming. Right now.
You keep attacking, and let's try and get the Stargate dialed in so we can get ready and go.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so who wants to take their turn?
Oh no, but I'm not physically strong enough to actually.
I'm not physically strong to actually drag him through the gate either.
This is gonna be. I don't see. I don't see a good.
Hold on.
A
Can
good
you
ending.
hypnotize him with the scent of your food?
I've been trying.
Keep trying. And you, unnamed guy without a name, dial Earth.
Does he even know the coordinates for Earth?
I'm gonna kind of need an address for that.
I will give him the
Do we
address for that.
do we really want to give this random? I guess we can't really be.
I mean, he doesn't have the code to actually go through the gate, so it doesn't matter. Without the code, you will hit the wall and you will disintegrate. So yeah,
Okay.
keep that in mind.
It'll take me more than one turn to get over there, though.
Just run. We have 10 minutes.
It won't make a difference. Yeah, well, both my maneuver's gone. Actually, I wouldn't even get that far. I'd actually probably end up about here, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
But it's 10 minutes, so there's quite a many rounds to combat.
Yeah, give or
Even if
take,
we're gonna
a
be-
round of combat is supposed to take a minute to 2 minutes. in
It's not
terms of
D&D
what the
6 seconds.
systems describe.
Yeah, no, the D&D 6 seconds rule is so ingrained that, like, yeah, that's right. Not every system is 6 seconds.
Yeah, so a full round of combat is supposed to be between 1 and 2 minutes, usually.
Okay. I guess it makes sense in this with guns and whatnot. That web attacks will take longer.
Yeah, I see no reason why you couldn't run. What, 20 meters in a minute, 2 minutes?
Oh, that's my turn done anyway.
Okay.
On to the next.
I will put so many goddamn Indian spices in this food.
Use. Okay. That works.
Right. Yeah, so you take your turn there. This meal is nearly finished, and the smell starts to pick up, and his hands come off of his head, and he shakes his head a bit.
What's going on?
You were programmed. We need to get you out of here. They're coming to kill you. We need you to, if you can, stand right in front of that Stargate, that big giant thing over there. We're gonna activate it, and then as soon as it comes online, we're gonna go through. We'll tell you when to go through. Just follow us.
Going through the stone annulus.
Yeah, we're going to our village, as we agreed. Remember? I mean, he can't understand me anyway. What are you talking?
Yeah, I mean, I'm translating. I'm translating for you. I am translating for you. If you say something.
I need to learn languages.
He says he needs to learn languages. I'm translating everything you say.
Hi.
Yeah,
To a
so
fault.
I guess it's Onyx's turn because he's the only one who's not gone this round.
So Onyx will help him up and help him up the stairs.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
gun
so
is
the
gone.
three of
I
you
mean,
get to the
that's in the
stairs
pocket.
here, and
Uh-huh.
someone with the address for Earth can start dialing.
I mean, I can start
Someone.
dialing. I mean, we would give the who that unnamed figure the address, as because that's my land of is done. So the second then it's he's done, and he's walking, and then unnamed figure would be dialing.
Okay. I mean, in all technicality,
Or I can dial. It doesn't matter.
it's fine. He can. I will. Yeah.
Because and I will say through the radio, we got the guess, don't shoot. Along with the code.
Okay. Yeah. So you head back through the gate to the
Mhm.
SGC.
2 guests actually.
Lilith hasn't gone off on her mission yet, so she's standing here in the gate room. I'm assuming the two of you go through first, and then
Yep.
others come in
Yeah.
behind you.
Yeah, that's our big guy. That's our friend.
Right. Yeah, so you arrive here back at the SGC again. the teams that are standing in the gate room guarding the gate are somewhat on edge, seeing a giant. Well, not so much giant.
Minotaur.
He's very large, but in terms of actual height and size, he's rather bulky in terms of muscular. Um, he's got hooves and proper hands, though. The hands do have claws on them, but they're not overly sharp. And in terms of height, he stands at about 7.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
I'm
He is
gonna
big.
I'm going to point at him at the guy and point and say, "Innocent civilian transformed by the Goa'uld." See what we can put him in infirmary / research. See what we can do for him, if anything.
And make sure to feed him well. Try not to restrain him too much. He speaks what language?
A combination of Greek and Goa'uld.
Yeah, that one. His name is Septimus.
Okay. So yeah, they lead him off to the infirmary, and
Also, once they leave, I'll tell somebody to when he's out of earshot, just to keep a note that that he has been programmed by the Goa'uld for some protocol. So, it might be good to have a guard watch over him, just in case. I'm not gonna make sure they know that
Mhm.
he is programmed, that he has programmings that we don't know the full extent of yet,
okay.
just for safety.
So they keep a guard. They put him in an not so much an isolation room, more of an observation room. And they try and calm him and tell him they're gonna do whatever they can to turn him back to a human. But that they have to keep him there for the moment. While they attempt to find out how this was done. But yeah, in the gate room there, as they've led him away, Lilith and Major Ward standing in the gate room there. Major Ward uh, says towards Zhao and Onyx, "Report! Who is this individual you've brought back with you? And where is SG-43?
They're in a village gathering information, I believe. And this guy is an unlikely ally.
I believe I turned to him and said, I believe you said time was of the essence, correct? To find it, right?
Time is always the essence.
Anyway, so let's make this report brief. So we're gonna go. We're heading back. We're still in the middle, but we need to drop him. He was a Goa'uld experiment that innocent. We figured out pretty much what's going on over there. Basically, Goa'uld had manipulated that town as they normally do to be worshipped, and take people as experiments and experiment on them. We're still finding location of the base, but we kind of have a good idea. More to be reported on that soon. We probably need to go back and deal with the situation, though.
Very well. For the moment, we want to debrief, so you are going to stay here. We will send you back out in a couple of hours if we deem necessary. But we want a more comprehensive explanation of this situation. I will bring in the
Understood.
general, and you can explain it to her. And I think that's a good place to finish for now.
Mm-hmm.
and then Lilith can rejoin you through their next session. For this one, it'll be 10 XP for the session, and you are also getting paid.
Here comes the money. Here comes the money.
Right.
Good, because I'm absolutely fucking broke.
I have only just over 2,000. That's nothing.
I had 25 credits, currency, whatever you want to call it. I
Yeah,
was broke.
yeah.
Yeah. So next session we'll go into the second part of this, and I guess you'll head back to the village and try and find what it is that you've been searching for.
Mm-hmm.
You saved
We have a tower to check.
The other thing I'd like everyone to do for me is choose whichever skill is your best out of all of your skills. Remove all difficulty and roll it.
My current best skill is this one because I have a boss boost there. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Jeez, I wonder what my best skill is. Take a guess.
Cooking.
Of course.
Right.
Somebody did good.
Somebody did amazing.
I had difficulty on
Okay.
there. Whoops.
That's alright, they gave you an extra advantage anyway.
It was an upgrade. That's the.
So, what I'm doing with that is something special for this session is...
Because we didn't kill the guy?
Yeah, basically. And I wanted to see precisely how I was going to approach this. So... yeah, Onyx, the way what's happened here is you've been obtaining enough input at this point that you have learnt the language, the ancient Greek Goa'uld one. So if you want to record that down somewhere,
Where do I record languages?
you can put it into notes if that helps. You can in the character sheet, so the first tab for character sheet there, the last one along the skills, combat, all of that, there's notes. So that's usually a good place to put stuff like that. As for tier, let's see. The triumph. I'm going to for tier, I'm going to make it so that the so that you have a Karakesh.
Please.
Nice.
And for Zal, let's see.
I'm assuming working.
Yes. And you can choose between the clawed or the standard variant for the triumph.
Roger.
For Zhao, it's going to be let's see. One additional rank that doesn't count towards your higher tiers or anything like that in a chef.
Nice. Another boost.
Because that makes the most sense.
Yep. Alright, great session. Thank you.
No worries. Thanks for coming.
See you Thursday.
Yep.